Teacher's Beginner's Guide to CodeMonkey. Write code, catch bananas, save the world. Welcome to the CodeMonkey homepage, www.playcodemonkey.com. The very first thing we're going to do here is we're going to click Login. When you do so, it brings up the login screen. You can log in using a username or password or a single sign-on, Google+, Facebook, Office 365, Edmodo, or Clever. Today, we're going to log in using our demo account, Miss Birdie. To do so, I put in my username and password and click Login. Along the top, you will see these links: My Classroom, Activities, Games, and Challenges. If you click on any of the links on the top, they'll bring you to the associated sections below. My Classrooms is where all of your active classrooms will be held. In My Activities, you can start coding right away alongside your students. As a teacher, you have access to all of the same courses that your students have access to. Here, it will tell you where your current challenge is, and to be able to start the course at any time, you just click. For me, I've already completed this course, but for you, it would say Start Coding. When you're here, to navigate between the worlds, you can click on Story Mode. You can use the white arrows to navigate between the worlds, or you can click on the double arrows. Double arrows will bring you to the beginning and back to the end. To access Skill Mode, you click on the Skill Mode, and you can access it from here. Something new to our platform is the narration feature. Once you start coding, or you click on Gordo, you can click the narration speaker, and it will read to you the directions. This is great for students who are struggling readers, who are learning English, or are just needing extra practice. Within the platform, you see that the editor is on the right and the script, or what will be running, is on the left. To run any program, you click Run at any time. The gears are our settings. You can adjust the volume, the background sound, the narration, or increase or decrease the game speed. Let's go back to our home page. To do so, you can click the CodeMonkey icon in the left-hand corner or click on the three lines. When you click on the three lines, you notice that you can change the language. We have many languages to choose from. You can also access your classrooms, your account, pricing information, help. Q is important for any questions that you have. Check out our teacher blog, contact us, or even sign out. Let's explore the My Classrooms. To explore My Classrooms, you can click on any of the active classrooms you have or click the blue See My Classrooms link. When you click on the blue See My Classrooms link, it will bring you here to the classroom page. On the classroom page, you will see your active list of classrooms and some other noticeable features. Let's explore the features. The first thing I'd like to point out is you can generate a usage report. You can generate a usage report based on a duration of 3 months or the last 6 months. When you do so, it will pull up a PDF report. The report will tell you how many classrooms you have, how many users within each classroom, as well as exercises solved. You can see a graph for the monthly active users, as well as the usage per class. This is a great report to share with any stakeholders, principals, or even parents. Let's go back to our classroom page. Okay, in our classroom page, you can also see how many available seats you have. If you click on the View All, this will tell you the type of subscriptions that you have and whether they are active. So here you can see that I have a teacher full as well as a teacher full with the additional game builder. It tells me the available seats, how many used seats, when my subscription started, when my subscription ended, and if the subscription is valid or not valid. Within our classroom, we can see how many students we have, the active users for weekly active users, monthly active users, and what type of subscription is associated with our class. An important feature here are in the action buttons. To edit the name of your classroom, you can click on the pencil. To archive your classroom, this means that this classroom will no longer be an active classroom, but will still contain all of the classroom data. You will click Archive. If you have a Flex account, this is important because when you archive a student, then the seats will repopulate back into the available seats. You can also upgrade your subscription. This is important when you upgrade your subscription because you are going to be moving the students that you have in the classroom to your new subscription. So this is great for a teacher who has a trial subscription or an expired subscription from last year and will be able to apply the new subscription. So you click Upgrade. You select the type of subscription you would click upgrade, and the subscription will now be applied to the classroom. We do this so that you have more control. You can also print student login cards and share the class code from here. You can also export all classroom data to a CSV file. When you download the CSV file, it will look similar to this, depending on what application you open it in. You'll have the classroom names, the students within each classroom, their login IDs, where they rank in the classroom, as well as the first time they've entered, the average score for each of the challenges, and it will continue to go on from there. You can also see how much they're scoring for each of the challenges, very similar to what's in the progress bar, just located in a document form for you. In addition to downloading or exporting all the student information to a CSV, you can also bulk transfer students. A bulk transfer is where teachers are able to transfer students between classrooms in bulk using a CSV file. This is going to be very helpful for big accounts, and we have added this feature as it was requested by some of our teachers who use CodeMonkey. Within the My Classrooms page, don't forget that you can create a classroom. To create a classroom, you click on the green plus sign. Type the name of the classroom that you would like to have. Make sure you assign the correct subscription and then click Create Classroom. When you click Create Classroom, it will populate into the My Classrooms page as an active classroom. You can also see all of the past archived classrooms under the archive. Now we have explored all of the features in the My Classroom page. Let's take a look to see how we can add students to our classroom. So let's click on the classroom that we just created, Dusty. Within the classroom, you can now add students. To add a student, you can create a single user. Remember, if you do a display name, to make sure that you never put the student's last name for privacy issues. You can place a username and a password, and then click Create. So in this example, I'm going to create a student and add a password, and then click Create. When you do so, you will see that the user has been created successfully. It will showcase their username and their password. You can create more, or you can explore the other features of how to add students. You can bulk upload students. This allows for you to add up to 50 students at once by placing their username and password and upload. Something to note that if there are duplicate users of the same username, you may have to add a last initial or maybe add a dot to making sure that there is a unique username. You can also share a class code. Remember the single sign-on from the login screen? Once a student sign in using the single sign-on, they will enter this class code and they will populate into your My Classrooms page. You can also access the My Classroom code right here in the upper right-hand corner of the classroom page. Here, you can also add up to 2 co-teachers. When you do so, once you add the teacher's email, it will send an invitation for them to be added to your classroom. You can also remove the co-teacher from here. You can reset a student's password here. You can also archive them. Archiving the student does not open up a seat selection. Archiving them means that they will no longer be from your active classroom. All of their data will be saved, but they will no longer be accessible through here. You can also move a student from classroom to classroom. Sometimes our students move around or get moved class periods. This is a great way to kind of move the students. You can delete a student only if they have no student progress. You can only delete a student if there is no student progress. This means that the student seat will open back up. If there is student progress, the student seat will not reopen. Wondering how to get your students to log in? From the classroom page, you can also click courses. When you click courses, you can assign and unassign courses to your students. If the course is grayed out, that means that the course has already been assigned to the classroom. Students will only be able to access courses that have been assigned by you. Wondering how to get students to log in? You can print login cards here from the classroom page or from the classroom's homepage. When you do so, cards will pop up with a direct URL, their username, and it will place their password here to give to your students. You can also do a classroom login URL. This is great to place into your classroom webpage as well. Now let's talk about the progress bar. The student progress page is a teacher's best friend. You can sort the students by name or by progress. Each section is a coding concept, or what we like to call units. Within each unit, along the top in the green numbers are 3-star solutions. A 1-star solution means that the student was able to catch all of the bananas. A 2-star solution means that a student was able to take what they learned and, of course, catch the bananas. And a 3-star solution means that they were able to catch all of the bananas and write the shortest, most concise code. All of the yellow circles are assessment challenges. An assessment challenge means that there is no pre-built code and the students will have to take the application of what they learned in previous challenges and apply it to the assessment challenge. A circle with an exclamation point will pop up if a student has not been able to pass the solution. But you can click on any of the stars and see when the student has attempted the challenge. If you click on the solution, you can see in real time how the student solved the challenge. The progress page is graded in real time. You can also access skill mode from here. Skill mode is scored in the same way story mode is scored. Skill mode is an additional reinforcement of skills and will look a little bit different than the story mode. The editor in skill mode is black versus the editor in story mode, which is white. You can also export all of the student data to a CSV file. You can also access all of the solutions to every single course that we offer here at CodeMonkey. Now we've explored what the progress page does. We can also look at the gradebook. The gradebook is based on the star scoring system for what students have completed on the progress bar. It is broken up into our units or coding concepts. You can also change how the students' grades appear, as in numbers, letters, or percentages. You can also calculate the overall grade from each subject, so you can take it from turning to turtle or indexing depending on where you are in the semester or quarter. You can also export all of this data to a CSV file. This file is great for downloading and uploading into your gradebook. You can also see the students' progress, the average score on assessments, and the challenges that have been difficult. The larger the circle, greatest amount of students that struggled within that challenge. The showroom is where all of the students' games that have been created, as well as our challenge builder. Now that we've explored all of the features within the My Classrooms page and let's go back to the home page. Remember, you can do so by clicking the 3 lines or clicking the CodeMonkey icon. On the right-hand side of our screen, we have all of the teacher resources. We have a Getting Started, How to Teach CodeMonkey 101. So this is really great if you're looking to ramp up your teaching. We have a really great course here that will walk you through how to teach CodeMonkey. A Beginner's Guide to CodeMonkey. This is a document that I would highly recommend using. A lot of our teachers and a lot of our questions come from this document, actually. You can click on any of these sections and it will bring you directly to the section associated with this. I highly recommend that if you have a question, checking out the Getting Started guide first before sending us a message. Of course, we're always here to help, but just keep that in mind. We also have Getting Started with CodeMonkey, a video guide, as well as our coding concepts. The coding concepts highlight all of the concepts that students learn within the class within each of our courses. There is a text description as well as a visual display of each of the concepts. This is great so that you don't have to go searching for the concepts and that you have everything right here available for you. Not only do we have the coding concepts available to you, but we have lesson plans for each and every single one of our courses, as well as notes for our Hour of Code course. Our lesson plans are all Common Core aligned. All of our lessons are organized by coding concept. The first lesson within the first section of the unit is an intro lesson. The second lesson is a deeper dive. All of the lessons will start out with a summary, as well as the objectives, components, the standards that are aligned, and the lesson plans are broken into 3 parts: an introduction, a let's go, which is the play part, and a debrief. Before closing out today in the lesson plans, something that I wanted to note in the lesson plan that often gets overlooked by teachers is our reference card. Not only do we have the coding concepts, but we have a reference card. The reference card has many of the concepts that are within CodeMonkey. This is a great resource to laminate or use within your classroom. Not only do you have access to all of the lesson plans and the Hour of Code notes, but we also have video tutorials. These video tutorials are very short and under 5 minutes, and they will walk you through concepts that teachers often struggle with: creating a classroom, how to archive, and also how to upgrade. All of our new features are listed here. So if you're wondering about the new coding challenges that we've introduced or our new narration tool, which we've discussed at the beginning of this video, All the information is here for you. We also offer student certificates. Once students have finished coding advanced, then our students become certified CodeMonkey champions. We also offer a Code Rush certificate. Having questions or struggling to find information, check our FAQ or our question corner. Our question corner is dialogue amongst our characters to discuss concepts that we notice that teachers are struggling with or our users. We have classroom posters for Step, Turn, and Turn 2. These are great for laminating and showcasing in your classroom. Now we have explored all of the features of the CodeMonkey homepage.
Remember to write code, catch bananas, and save the world.